Hi everybody, I'm Blaine Tyler, coming to you again from the Bigfoot Barn in northeastern Ontario. Alright, bright out today. About time, but it's been really hot summer. It's hard to get up here. It's really hot on top of the barn, where my loft studio is. um, anyway, today's video, after a little bit of show and tell, is a really good video on Mount St. Helens eruption and the cover-up of the dead Bigfoot carcasses that were piled and guarded and examined and then taken away for a mass burial. But first, I got something for the Bigfoot wall in addition for the shelf over there. This guy and this guy. I get stuff like this for Christmas now. Anybody else get lots of Bigfoot stuff like for Christmas? I used to get hockey stuff, and now the go-to gift for me, I guess, is Bigfoot stuff. So I'm gonna put it on the wall there, so just hold on. Put that guy there. Put his dad there. Alright. I don't know if you can see that back there, but pretty cool. I like gifts like that. Just every gift, right? Alright, so Mount St. Helens erupted May 18th, 1980, around 8 a.m. National Guard responded. There actually, certain areas were cordoned off, and go figure, right? The day of the eruption, they decided to let some cottage or cabin owners back into the area to grab some more stuff out. And the day of the eruption, after gardening it for like months, and then nothing, so they decided to let them through the barricades. And 57 people died, including some scientists that were observing it. Just they didn't expect a sideway explosion. They were expecting a typical vertical explosion. But after that, there's stories of how the deer and everything were piled up and taken away for mass graves, mass burial. And then there's also the stories that were confirmed apparently by witnesses. That's just traffic going by. Witnesses coming forward about having to guard a pile of hairy biped bodies underneath tarps. Some of these National Guard guys were ordered into silence, secrecy, their career, pensions on the line. But they say, occasionally we could see a burnt foot or a hand stick out or whatever from under the tarps. And if you happen to be there, and not maybe those guards in particular, there's a pile of the deer and the bear and everything in one area, and then under the tarp, guarded by guys with rifles, were these mystery creatures that some were taken away and examined by army doctors. So anyway, getting to the point, this summer I upgraded my phone to a newer phone, but my old phone, and when May rolled around, the anniversary of Mount St. Helens eruption, 38 years, I started watching footage of it, and this pilot buzzed a couple of ridges, and I'm like, hey, what was that? And I took a picture, and then the video got lost because I swapped phones. But then I started watching it again, and the video came up on my feed, and I started watching, and I found the little clip, and I see something there. It looks like a really big skull. The rest of the body is kind of hidden. You might be able to see some of it. I don't know. But the shape really stood out to me, and I'm like, wow, is that a skull? It looks like you see like eyes and it's kind of a screaming mouth, and it has to be like I don't know, like the size of, I don't know, like a really big pumpkin or something. I don't know. It's got to be huge for it to stand out amongst the rubble of all the blown down tree debris and stuff. And this is just like days after the eruption, and I guess they missed one, right? So anyway, let's get to that video. If you can see it, great. If not, well, that's okay too. I seen something that looked interesting, so I decided to take some snapshots, and then I found the original video, and then I ripped a clip from it. Deadly St. Helens or something was the original video. And maybe you can see it, I can see it. So let's get to that video now.
Right, so May 18th, around 8 a.m., 1980, after a few earthquakes, Mount St. Helens erupted, and then the National Guard was flying sorties to rescue people. Some of them were supposed to be grounded. And this is a chopper from the documentary I mentioned earlier. And there's the pilot saying, hauling out dead Sasquatch, not part of my job description. I want bonus. No, I don't know really. I don't know what he's saying. It was just the sound and wasn't any audio. Um, anyway, so I'm watching this clip and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. He's buzzing close to the ground in some spots here, and I happen to notice something. And I'm gonna let it play. And yeah, 57 people died, including a couple scientists. And there's one guy who refused to leave the mountain, leave his home. Um, so it looks like there's something moving in the front of that car, but I think it's just the, the blades from the chopper. So anyway, yeah, so he's buzzing the ridge lines here, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Never seen it this close. Usually, you just see, half a mile up, and this is well after the sky is cleared from all the ash, and so he's buzzing right here, and I'm like, oh wait, what's up? Right there on the left, kind of center left, looks like a weird shape, like a big head, and then whatever else um, is under those debris in the trees. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe I took a picture of it, like a snapshot, and I'm gonna show you some. Um, but then I lost the clip where it was from. Um, Deadly Mount St. Helens, and when I got my new phone, I started watching it again, and then this video popped up, and I finally found the original clip because I didn't just want to post pictures, right? So yeah, there's lots of deadfall and looks like the moon there. So pretty awesome. Here comes some pictures. I'm going to show you what I seen. Okay, first things first. Once you've seen Sasquatch, it's a lot easier to spot them. And I spotted that skull right away down there when the pilot buzzed the top of this ridge, and I'm like, that just can't be shadows, right? And I got some different enhancements coming up, and I can see where that may be a general body outline, but it's either covered by debris or got disintegrated in the heat. Pyroclasmic flow, I think I said that right. But anyway, yeah, there's definitely something there. Look at that. You can see like the mouth and like a death scream. You see the big eye sockets and the brow ridge. I'm just trying some different enhancements to show you that it's just not shadowing in the fallen timber there. So pretty awesome. Possible skull from a Sasquatch.
Wow, so I don't know, that's pretty interesting for me. Um, all the talk and stuff like that, and I was curious about watching the old footage because I don't know, like 5, 7 years ago, I watched the PGF. I'm always looking at that, and I spotted another Sasquatch or two in the PGF, and even outlined them and boxed it in, cropped it in. I showed Munns, and I don't know if I showed MK Davis, but Patty walked around a big one, standing by the logs, doing his fade out trick, and then on the ridge, as she fades off, there was another one standing there, just like profile. And since then, people's trying to rip off what I spotted, but whatever, it's not my footage, and just doing this so people can see that she wasn't alone. Bigfoot live in large groups. So with that said, there's when you're hauling out bodies, there's definitely going to be ones that are missed, right? And that chopper just happened to buzz the ridge, and I seen that familiar skull shape, with the huge eyes, a big screaming mouth. And yeah, I guess it could be just a trick of shadows, but I used different enhancements, and the skull-shaped thing was always there. Probably the rest of the body disintegrated or it's piled under the debris, but pretty interesting stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like, share, comment, subscribe if you want. Um, I got links below for raising funds for 4K, and I'd like to do that. Fall's coming. Looks like I'm going to be using my old camera still. About a third of the way there to a new camera, or maybe halfway to a used one. But I need one with a really good zoom. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Maybe out in the field next video, or back in the Big Boot barn. I'll see you again.